Black Adam is the kind of role and kind of movie that comes along once in a career, if you're lucky.
The cool thing about a superhero movie is you get to destroy a lot of stuff. We have two of the most epic characters and heroes of DC facing off for the first time in this movie, and they do some extreme damage.
The scope of the action is massive, and Dwayne has been preparing his whole life for this role.
Wizards. I come from a football background. I then transitioned in the world of pro wrestling where I was running around the world suplexing guys and getting my ass kicked. But Black Adam is different. I did a lot of hardcore training because he's never been on the big screen before.
It's honestly amazing learning all of the stunts of working with the other actors and truly feeling like a team.
I like to always train and grow beyond where I'm at. This is a situation that's going to have to force me to maximize my full potential.
The big challenge was to make the Black Adam movie while introducing other superheroes as well.
I've done quite a few superhero movies in my time, and this is something that I'm really proud of, that we're always pushing the envelope to try and make it better.
Unlike Batman, Superman, these other superheroes where you can reference other actors playing them brilliantly, by the way, you're starting from scratch.
Shazam!
With Black Adam, we're trying to stay very true to the comic. So what we'll do is, we use Hawkman's powers. We study exactly what he has. We look at Black Adam's powers. We look at Dr. Fate's stuff. We look at everybody, and we really detail every bit of their powers to try to showcase each one.
Hawkman has been reincarnated many, many times over the last 5,000 years. He's lived many different lives, and with each life, he's actually picked up new skills, new abilities, so he's mastered hundreds of martial arts and different fighting abilities. Aldous has been doing martial arts his entire life, which was an amazing base to start with, and then to help him create this character who has, again, learned so many different martial arts over 5,000 years.
I came into work a month or a month and a half early before we started shooting, just to train and really, figure out the fighting style. So we're working with our fight coordinator, Chris Brewster, who's equally amazing. I love the fact that I get to be involved there because for me, the stunts are also a part of the performance. It's a part of building the body of who the character is, how that character moves, how that character reacts. I love fighting films, I love great martial artists, and here's an opportunity to go toe-to-toe and create a really specific and unique fighting style.
There we go.
Black Adam doesn't do martial arts. He is just the ultimate in strength and power and speed and agility.
You constantly feel his edge, you feel his power, you feel his ferocity, and you feel his calm. And it's this fun juxtaposition because he knows he's the strongest in the room.
I've prepared for roles in the past. The kind of training and technique and diet and things like that that we would apply was very specific for the role, but also when you're done, you like to shed that role. You like to kind of revert back to a different kind of lifestyle in terms of your training and health and fitness. But with Black Adam, considering I was training for months and months and months, really became my lifestyle.
What's cool about the dynamic of the two is you've got a very refined style. Hawkman can pull from all of these different martial arts, and he has to constantly change from art to art. When one thing isn't working, he can adapt and move to something else. Whereas Black Adam does not use different martial arts to fight his fight. He literally grabs and destroys, and he's just rage.
Wake up. Our time is running out.
One of my favorite fights in this movie actually involves Teth Adam when he doesn't have the Black Adam powers, and he is just a normal person fighting his way against many, many prison guards. It's a very cool shift in energy and dynamics when you go from superhero fighting, where you're flying through the air and there's unlimited possibilities, to a very grounded, gritty, and real feeling fight.
We're using phantom cameras on a new techno crane that's never been done before.
The phantom cameras actually shoot at like 960 frames per second, so it's super, super slow motion. When you're filming at 24 frames per second, you can make it create the illusion of a hit without actually hitting. But here, a lot of times, the only way to sell the hit is to make some contact. And it really enhanced the fight. You can see the body ripple.
So you see the water come flying off their helmets, and I mean, it's really, really dramatic, really cool shots.
There was rain falling, the floor itself was just water everywhere. It was a really cool looking set and a very fun set to interact with.
Shazam.
I've been part of some big movies before, and nothing to the scale and size of this film. Warner Brothers and DC and New Line have unleashed us and told us to go for it, and they have spared no expense. It really is the sky's the limit.
I think the DJ really stepped up to the plate, and he's delivered an incredible performance, and he's worked very hard to make this movie special.
I felt like Black Adam commanded the hardest work I've ever put in my career, and when I tell you I went to work, I went to work.